Hi, I'm Mrs. Cooley and this is Cooley Crochets. This is part 2 of us making a shrug. So now that we've done our little chain in a circle, if you're behind, that's okay, just go back and watch part 1. Now that we've made our loop chain, we're going to take that and expand it and start growing where it is going to be on our chest. So from here, you can see I've connected the two and we're going to expand it. So I want you to chain 3. So I grab my yarn and I'm going to pinch right here. That'll help control. So yarn under and then pull through. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to skip 1 and then go into the next stitch. So I'm going to skip this one, the one that we first crocheted into, and we're going to go into this one. What we're going to do next is called double crocheting. So that is when you yarn under, go into the stitch, kind of push my way through, yarn over, pull through. And now you can see I have made 3 lines on my hook. So this is where the double comes from. So I'll go in to 2, pull out. See, now I have 2. Go in again. And I did both under crochet. Under, yeah. So I went into it 2 times to make my stitch. That is where the double crochet comes from. So we're going to be repeating this around our whole loop. I'll show it to you again. We're going to at least do it a few times so we can follow along and practice. Now I want you to chain 1. Remember, we're going to skip 1 and go into the next one. Yarn under. Go, don't go into this next one. Go skip 1. And then yarn over, pull through. You might be wondering what I'm doing with this flimsy end. What I'm doing is I'm putting it into my project. It's kind of weaved in. You don't have to do that. You can always just leave it out. Sometimes it's just better to tuck it in. But I know if you're a beginner, then it'll be too confusing, so leave it out. So now that we have the 3, remember, we're going to yarn under, pull through 2, yarn under, pull through 2. So now it should be looking something like this. Now that we've done our 3 double crochets, we're going to do 3 more and practice together. So we're going to crochet 1 stitch, yarn under again. Remember, don't go into this one, skip 1. I'm going to tuck that in, yarn under, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn under, no wait, sorry, yarn under, pull through 2. Let's do another one. So chain 1, skip 1, go into the next one, under, go into that second one. See how I kind of mark it with my finger? That definitely helps me. Yarn under. Now you have that 3. Yarn under, pull through 2, yarn under, pull through 2. Okay. Chain 1. Skip. Go into this one, under, go to there. There you go. Under, pull through. Now I have my 3 again. Under, pull through 2. Under, pull through 2. Now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what our starting should look like. I want you to go around the whole circle and come back. Now that I have worked on my whole crochet loop, this is what it looks like. I left a few off so we could work on the last ones together, so I can direct you from there. So you're gonna wanna make sure that it's all facing the right way. And make sure you can like see the stitches. So, under, go to that second one, under, through, under, pull through, chain one. Okay, now see this one right here, how this one's coming out of it? We aren't going to go into that one. That one's already been used. So make sure to just skip this one and go into that last stitch right there. Under, go into that last stitch. This one can be a little bit tricky. Under, pull through, under, pull through, under, pull through. Remember, still chain one. Now we're going to connect these two so we can make a full circle again. I just want you to leave this one on here, take your hook, go into that third one. Now we're going to go yarn under and then pull through one and pull through two. So see how that's connected now? That's what it should look like. So now you have finished your first row. Good job. So for our second row, I need to show you a visual representation. Now that we finished it and connected it, I want you to measure kind of where your armpits are in relation to where your head loop is. Because we are going to be making our second row, which will be starting to make a box, and we're going to add some stitches on there so we can make it bigger and we'll have armholes starting. Okay, now we're back to front facing view. Mine is pretty proportional to where my armpits are. So for each end, I'm going to add that extra crochets. So that is where I will start my square. For you, you might want to start it, maybe some more in, or even have to add some more. If you have questions about adding, just let me know. But for this sake of the video, we're just gonna do it by the ends. So first, I want you to crochet chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. And then from here, we're gonna go into this space. So you don't have to go into this crochet or chain, this stitch, sorry, excuse me. Or you can go into this space. For this sake, I'm gonna go into the space, not the stitch. So I'm going to grip the end right here and yarn under. So I'll have the 2 go into the space. So it should look like that. Go yarn under, pull through. See, now I have 3. Yarn under again, pull through 2. Yarn under again, pull through 2. So it should look like that. This is where my square edge is going to start. So I need 1 more. So chain 1, yarn over, go through the space again, yarn under, pull through, yarn under, pull through 2, under, pull through 2, chain 1. So now I will have 2 chains, 2 double crochets in that one space. That's where my corner is going to start. And just like how we did the rest of our loop, we're just going to keep going straight until we get to the end. So let me pause the video and then bring you back. Now that we've started our second row, and I started that corner and I've gotten to the end, I wanted to do a couple more with you, and then I'll work on that second end. So we're going to yarn under, go into the next space, under, pull through, under, pull through, under, pull through, chain 1, move over, yarn under, go into that space, under, pull through 2, yarn under, pull through 2, and then don't forget your chain 1. Okay, for the sake of where I'm at, I want to kind of hold it up, make sure I'm at the good end. So I have that 1 right here and 1 right here. So I'm definitely at the end of this line. So I'm going to go into my next one. Actually, let's go into the same space right here. I want you to do 1 more double crochet right here. So go yarn under, go into the same space we were just in, yarn under, pull through, yarn under, pull through 2, yarn under, pull through 2. Again, do that chain 1 because that's our pattern right here. So this is where our first corner is going to be, and since we need 4 corners to make a rectangle, we're going to go into our next space and do the 2 double crochet again. And I'll do that with you. So yarn under, go into that next space, yarn under, pull through, yarn under, pull through 2, under, pull through 2, chain 1. Remember, second one right here. Yarn under, go through that space again, yarn under, pull through, under, pull through 2, under, pull through 2, chain 1. Okay, now we have 2 spaces that have 2 double crochets in them each. Those are where our corners are going to be. So I want you to do our pattern again, like we were doing over here, not our corners, where you're just going in single time to each one until we get back to over here, and then we'll do our 4th and final corner on this second row. We're going to finish off our row now, and I'm going to help you with this last corner and to connect it. So we're going to practice one more time about how our pattern is going. So yarn under, go into that next space, yarn under, pull through, yarn under, pull through 2, yarn under, pull through 2, chain 1, yarn under, remember go into that next space, yarn under, pull through, yarn under, pull through 2, yarn under, pull through 2 again, chain 1. Okay, in this last space, this is where we're going to make that 4th corner. We have this first corner that we're going to connect it with. So I want you to yarn under, go into that space, yarn under, pull through, yarn under, pull through 2, yarn under, pull through 2, chain 1. And we're going to connect it to this one because this one is technically in this space, but it doesn't look exactly like this. So remember, don't go under yet. I just want you to take what you have with your hook right now, go into 1, 2, 3, go to that top one. So it looks like that. Now you yarn under, pull through both. And you've just done your second row. Good job. Look at that.